Hey, Zach, we're back. NFL Week 1 this coming Sunday. We've got one of the greatest games. Actually, every game's great. Are you kidding? Especially after coming off a long summer of baseball. And anyway, Buffalo, they go down to Baltimore and basically play a team that no one got to see last year when they take on Baltimore Ravens. Ravens, man, everybody was hurt. They had more injuries than I think I've ever seen as far as key positions. You know, Joe Flacco, he was out, which was crazy how he got hurt. Justin Forsett, the running back, was out. Steve Smith, he got torn up. Of course, he's old, but he's coming back, and he was doing well. Their wide receiver, Rashad Perryman, he's back. They had two outside linebackers, Terrell Suggs, Elvis Dermerville, Achilles Hills. So they actually got everybody back. And I'm not sure that they're going to play that well. You know what? They've gotten old. You know, it's one thing to be young coming off an injury, but to be a year older, they haven't been hit. No one, believe me, no one was hitting them in preseason. They didn't take, whatever they did not go out there and say, hey, let's get hit and all that stuff, because they didn't want to start off the year getting hurt. On the other hand, Buffalo, you know, they've kind of changed scenarios. Rex Ryan, by the way, you know, he's favored 13-1 you can get on being the first coach fired this year. They already got the firing line out. I love that. You know, so what did he do? He brings his brother in, Rob Ryan, and another defensive genius. Last year they were, and you know what? They've always been known for defense. Look how this has changed around, evolved. Their defense last year was 19th. They sucked. So what we're going to look here for is how do they score? Well, basically, if you look at the offenses, I think coming out of the gate, Buffalo's offenses with Tyrod Taylor, he had a 99.4. So let's just call that 100 quarterback rating. He was let go by the Ravens, so this is his time to go back and show him, hey, you should not have cut me. LaShawn McCoy, he's a beast. Reggie Bush, Sammy Watkins, can he get it done on the sidelines running his routes along with Robert Woods? I think that their offense, let's give the offense, just for a grade's sake, let's give them a B. Well, where does I put their defense? Probably a C. So you've seen it kind of flip-flop where their offense, I think, is going to carry them. When you look at Baltimore, I think their defense, their secondary, I think it's not like it used to be. As far as Flacco getting things back, it's untested. So I might give them both a C for offense and defense. So I'm going to be taking Buffalo. It's going to be a tight game. This is always a tight game. Usually the home team wins, but you can win and still not cover the spread. Right now you can get 3. You might be able to buy the hook, get 3.5, but watch that line. I'm going to be taking Buffalo, not a big play, but Buffalo plus the 3 points. Just look for me, Harvard, at JB Plays LV6. You'll see it on here at gmail.com. And when you get in the subjects, just so I know what it's about and who it's from, because I get tons of emails, just type in the word Harvard. You got it right there, Harvard. Type in that in the subject, and I'll get right back to you. We're going to have some nice free weekend if you get a hold of me.
Yeah, I mean, the story angles, besides the point spread in this one, are kind of intriguing here, Hollis. You have the Ryan brothers. Of course, they're the bad boys. You got the Harbaugh, who obviously had their brothers going in the NFL for a while before Jim went back to college with the Michigan Wolverines. But beyond that, you've got Tyrod Taylor, who used to be assistant quarterback behind Joe Flacco for all those years for the Baltimore Ravens before he came up. So you have both sides there that are kind of intriguing. Tyrod Taylor, he had that up year last year, but you know, he had that 5-week stretch where he just couldn't get it done. He hit that wall. So is he going to come out this season as an intriguing veteran that can get the job done, or will the Bills backpedal a little bit and run the ball more? So I think their offensive identity is more unknown than their defense. I think their defense is going to play better than they did last year, but it's their offense that worries me here. I think Harbaugh will have the schemes and proper personnel in line. Obviously, that defense scrimmaged enough against Tyrod Taylor, all those practices. They know his tendencies, they know his scrambling abilities, and they'll be ready for that. And that's why I think the Bills, with an aging LaShawn McCoy and aging Reggie Bush, that offense is going to struggle. And you're facing a Trestman offense who's going to put the pressure on that team to score. And at home, I like the edge with the Baltimore Ravens. This is a team that underachieved last year. And let's face it, they're coming in as a blue chip this year with not very many expectations from people.
Now, it's Tuesday, The line opened at 2.5. Have you seen threes or anything on this line? Where have you seen any line movement?
Yeah, it's settled in on 3 where we're at right now. I honestly think it'll probably get up to 3.5.
Oh.
People start diving in more into that Tyrod Taylor factor.
I like that. Plus 3.5 then. You don't even have to buy the hook.
But we'll get it early at 3.
Okay. Make sure you keep watching. We'll be having clips all year long. And go to his website. Well, you're already in his website. Check his out. Give me an email. Just title it Harvard. And we're going to have some free plays for this weekend.